Well, hey folks, welcome to another episode here at the channel. Today, I'm really excited to show you this piece of gear. Today, I want to show you the hoodie that I've been wearing for exactly 1 year. Back in April of 2015 is when I purchased my very first outdoor research Ferrosi hoodie. And I love this thing so much. I didn't buy it once, I didn't buy it twice, I bought it 3 times. I have 3 separate hoodies, not only for the outdoors, but also for around town. I love this hoodie so much. And today I just want to talk you through why I would purchase a product 3 times and integrate it into not only my, outdoor system as basically my go-to hoodie for the last year. If you've been watching any of the videos for the last year, if we're out in the outdoors, this is the jacket or hoodie that I have on every time. Because of how capable it is and how well designed Outdoor Research made this hoodie. So let's go ahead, dive into this video, and I'll walk you through this hoodie, what it has to offer, pros and cons, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to decide if this is a great jacket to integrate into your systems or if there's other stuff out there. One of the cool things too with this particular design, and not only the collared version, but then the hooded version, is that they have the traditional high visibility reds and blues, but they also have some more dialed down earth tones. They have a gray with just a little lime green stripe in it. They have this brown, they have another just full on brown, and then they have black as well. So I like that they offer some more earth tones that a lot of other companies like North Face and Columbia may not always do, and may offer just like black, red, and blue or something like that. So there's lots of color combinations. I think they even have like a dual green. So that's really cool as well that you have color options for this style of jacket. Now let's go ahead and hit the price point on this jacket, and that's what's also really nice. You can spend hundreds of dollars on really premium brands and premium designs that offer a lot of features that this jacket offers, but I love the price point that Outdoor Research seems to be selling this out. Now it depends on the color, but you can get them all the way from about $90 to $130, and it just kind of floats in there. Lots of sporting goods stores as well as Amazon. So I will have links in the description below over to Amazon if you are interested in this jacket and giving it a try, not only for men or women, and I'll have both links for both men's sizes and women's sizes. Awesome. So for a few just kind of specs and dimensional stuff for you here, everything's YKK zippers on this. It's made out of Cordura nylon as well as with some spandex, and I'm going to be putting it, annotating it in the bottom here as we're talking the material, percentages. But what I love about it is, now I wear large size shirts, most large size jackets. It fits really well for me, and I have a large torso. I'm 6'2", I weigh about 215, and my large fits great, and it's not too short, it's not too long, and just really is not baggy. They just really made a great cut with this design. Very flexible as well. I wear this a lot, obviously, for the outdoor stuff. So I need flexibility, if I'm hiking, if I'm, moving around, I'm moving wood, when we're at the campsite, I'm putting up a tent, whatever. I don't want something that's really rigid and, like pushing up and coming down and just not flexible. And this is extremely flexible. It almost feels like you're inside your own skin, which is really cool. And then the last part is the breathability factor. This is the most breathable jacket I've ever had in my life. And I've had a lot of stuff from North Face, Columbia, I'm just trying to think who else, Mountain Hardwear, lots of well-known companies that make great outdoor gear, but this thing has just such a level of breathability to keeping the heat in that I can't describe. It's really like magic. I don't know how else to say it. Do you believe in magic? Because that's what this jacket gives you. So I can easily, in the Rockies here where I live, experience in a day, starting out at, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning on a hike in the fall at 35 degrees, and then by 10 o'clock it can be 65, and sunny and really hot. And I can feel very comfortable with just a t-shirt on underneath this in about 40 degrees to about 65. And it just breathes. You know, when it gets warmer, I don't start sweating in it. I still feel comfortable, and it just lets the air in and out. When it gets colder, it keeps my heat in, and it's awesome. And then if it goes below that, I will layer up, and I can easily get 2 to 3 layers underneath this. And because it's so flexible and made with that spandex, you're not feeling, again, constrained and constricted, even though I may have a long sleeve t-shirt on and then maybe like a lightweight, you know, half zip, and then this on top of that when we get down to like 20 degrees with some of the filming we've done here and that you've seen at the channel, and I'm totally comfortable as well. So I just love all of that combined, and what really makes this, for me, this jacket stand out from the crowd is that breathability and flexibility. Okay guys, I want to show you the pockets here on this hoodie. You get 3 pockets, and the first one is up here, this breast pocket, and you get great little kind of grabs for these pockets with great zippers. You can see there, it's a very deep pocket. I could easily put my cell phone in there, keys, a wallet, something like that, and it is breathable. You can see there that mesh right there, that's gonna go right up on my chest. So if you are getting hot, even though it's gonna be almost impossible with the way that they've designed the breathability, you could unzip this pocket as well as these other pockets and get basically just a fine layer of mesh that will help the pocket, or excuse me, help the jacket breathe and help you even stay more comfortable and less you know, sweaty and hot when you are wearing this jacket. Then you get 2, you know, normal pockets with zippers again. Again, that nice mesh, so that acts kind of, instead of pit zips, as an extra way to get ventilation. And nice deep pocket in there. You can see how big my hand is running around. You get a little keychain tassel on this one, so you could put your keys in there and they won't fall out. I like that feature a lot. That's really, really cool. And then you just get the same thing over here. Again, deep pocket, put a lot of stuff in there. One other way that you can kind of store and carry this hoodie is one of the pockets, the same pocket that has that key ring attachment, it has a double zipper, and that operates as basically a stuff sack. So you can stuff sack your hoodie and put it in your bags, luggage, whatever you might be carrying, and it really kind of helps make this as small and compact as possible. A few other things I want to hit with you real quick is the water resistant capability. Now, I have used this again in a year and a half of being in the Rockies, having not only experienced snow but also rain, and I made sure and I stood out for about a half hour in a rainstorm just to kind of see how this water resistant capability would suffice. And I'll say in a downpour, and what you're seeing here, it will beat up for about the first 10 minutes, and then it will start to kind of pool, and over time will begin to soak in if you continue to stay in a consistent heavy downpour. So this is not a rain jacket by any means, but if you're having light mist and or just like a really quick passing shower, which is usually what we experience here in the Rockies, it is rare that it'll rain for more than 30 minutes at a time. You know, when we're out here doing all of our stuff and, you know, trekking and hiking and camping and all that, it works great. You can be out there and it's, you know, can be downpouring, and, you know, you're out there for 10 minutes fixing something or walking over to, you know, the tent, or, you know, going to the bathroom, whatever it would be, and you're going to be fine. Now, if you got to trek for, you know, 10 miles in a downpour, you know, for 3 hours, you're going to be soaking wet by the time you get there. The wind resistant capability, I thought that it was windproof when I did this shot you're about to take a look at here. Everything that I say is still accurate. I just had in my mind that they had been pitching it as windproof, when on the website they just say that it's wind resistant. So we went on a trip last year to Alaska, and I'll share with you just my thoughts on the wind capability and wind blockage that this jacket can offer you on the coast of the Pacific Ocean up in Alaska. All right guys, so the jacket claims that it's windproof. I wouldn't say that it's windproof, but it's very wind resistant. We're here in Alaska. It's probably in the mid 50s. We're on the ocean, so you got that humid air, you know, coming off, and it's cold. I mean, it's probably in the 40s with the wind chill, and all I have underneath is just similar material, you know, running long sleeve shirt, and I am extremely comfortable. I mean, I could stay out here all day. I've worn the exact same stuff on the bow of the ship that we've been, you know, cruising on, and it feels very comfortable, and it is definitely a windbreaker jacket. Now, I would say if the wind is blowing probably faster than 20 knots, or, you know, 20 miles an hour. Sorry, I've been on a ship for a while, so that's what I'm thinking. You know, 20 miles an hour, and you've got only a t-shirt on underneath, you might start to feel a little bit of the cold cut through. You know, it's not like a totally unsealable jacket because it is breathable. So, I mean, there is a portion of that. You're gonna sacrifice some of the wind protection because it is so breathable. So there's a little bit there, but I mean, I am extremely comfortable in Alaska on the ocean with wind blowing with just a long sleeve shirt underneath. No problem. I could rock this all day in the mid 50s with that type of humid air and the wind. Fantastic stuff when it does come to the breathability to wind blockage. I think is perfect. A few other brief aspects. The hood, they did a really good job with the hood. Fits really well, almost covers the whole brim of my hat. And, you know, doesn't give me some weird, you know, cone or anything like that. Fits really well. They give you 2 elastic cinches, so you can really cinch that down. They got the zipper cover as well over here, so that when you zip it up, it's not going to bite into your face. You know, they have a nice little cover there, so it's not, you know, you don't have that plastic zipper up in your beard or something like that. So I like that as well. On the cuffs, there is no Velcro tab, so just keep that in consideration. They just have some elastic right there, and that hasn't been an issue for me. Yeah, sure, it'd been nice to have a little Velcro tab. Maybe in the future in a redesign they'll offer that, but for me, no issues whatsoever. And then they do have on the right side a cinch down tie as well, so you can get it cinched down around your body, around your waist if you want to do that. So it has all the things that you would expect a good quality jacket in this kind of style to offer. Well, there you have it, folks. My favorite jacket. I love it. I really hope that Outdoor Research just continues to make this, maybe even fine-tuning it here and there. I know that they had an older version. They've come out with this, and this has been around for a couple years now. So again, guys, links below if you're interested in it. It's an awesome jacket. Can't say enough good things about it for men or women. So with that, thank you so much for coming, checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your thoughts. And as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.